That music is really, really annoying. I'd rather hear Motorhead. Seriously, I love Motorhead.
This will be published on January 4th, 2025, and it is a reaction by Larry the Canadian Studmuffin to material that Ken published on December 31st, 2024. And Ken finished 2024 just as he started it, by lying to his audience. He started the year by saying he was going to make big life changes and lose weight and cut out sugar and all that stuff, and he finished off the year by saying everything in moderation is what I believe in. So, as we said, he was just trolling to get you to pay attention to him, because most people start their diets at the start of the year, and that's all Ken did. He went right back to eating garbage all the time. So now he finishes off the year with a lie. Last vlog. Yeah, people. Last vlog. Last vlog. Just like, oh, goodbye, YouTube. Oh, no, Ken, you're giving up on YouTube. Ha, 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 clickbait. And R.I.P. Rusty. Oh, no, Rusty. Guess when he published that one? January of 2024. It is now January of 2025, and Rusty is still in his driveway. That is our Ken. Horrible YouTuber, always treating his audience like fools, because for the most part they are. Always lying, not bringing creativity and hard work, just following trends and lying and lying and lying and lying. Last vlog, guess what? It wasn't. It was the last vlog of the year. So what Ken did with it is he boiled water. Yeah, for a guy who's barely getting by, he's got like hundreds of dollars to spend on gadgets every week, including this piece of garbage, which gets your water boiled just a little bit more quickly than if you didn't have it. So that's what Larry's going to react to. We thank Larry for his work. Please check out Larry's channels. The links will be in the description. And we are going to blast through the intro and get right to it.
Your real name was going to be called Waste Management.
Yeah, I made more fucking money than you ever did.
So, a couple really cool things about the jet boil. Again, you basically want the jet boil for the fact that you need to boil water now. And
You need to boil water now. Like I said, when he's out camping or he's parked outside of Burger King for 24 hours, he needs to boil that water right away. It's an emergency.
I think it was like a honey. It almost tasted like Toblerone, if you've ever had Toblerone. Really.
If I can preach one thing, it's to cut out sugar.
I would love to preach.
Now, if you're a child, don't fucking watch this.
Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment, and Happy New Year to everyone. So I thought he would do another Ken reaction for KDRC. And so in this video, in case you haven't seen it, he's bought something again. More crap. He bought a Jet Power flash cooking system so you can boil your water quicker. Because you know, when you're stealth camping at a McDonald's or just camping and you're ready to eat or, you know, have a tea or whatever, you've got to boil your water really quickly. You can't wait a couple of minutes. And so I'm starting this with just a little couple minutes of from 2 or 3 years ago when Carol and Ken were camping. Remember the good old days? and they were boiling water without the Jet Power flash cooking system. So here we go. And as always, please remember to thumbs up KDRC's video. And Leave a super chat once in a blue moon. Thank you. Here we go.
My camping stuff, they're so old that the bottom is warped and it doesn't work.
Right, it doesn't touch fully.
It doesn't have the
And I've just sped up the video a little bit just to annoy everybody. Thank you.
full connection,
Right.
which this oven needs, or stovetop needs.
Induction stove.
Induction stove. So we're going to just put that on there. Look at it, it's flat. It's not sliding out.
We attached some magnets with it, and on the instructions itself when we bought it,
Yeah.
it said that it's induction compatible. So
There we go.
So right there, as you can see, and you know it's a big pot, right? And they're boiling water, and they're using their one of their jackery, I believe it is.
got that going,
Got that going, so you just turn
Just
it
touch
on and
hit
then
boil.
boil, and there we go.
and it knows.
Yeah, it does 10-minute timer
Oh, okay.
all by itself for boil. So we'll see if that amount of water will boil in time.
Explain. 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 Explain.
Oh yeah, we're having
Just good old memories. There's one more clip. I think this has been talked about before, but Ken is just so rude to his wife. It's no wonder that she doesn't want to do these camping videos with him anymore.
spaghetti.
All right.
I just cut it up. Well, I broke it in half at home because
It's easier.
it's just
That'll save time when you're camping. Break the spaghetti in half. Write that down.
she was so big, and so
No twirling today, really.
well, not too much. And I
And?
got some pasta sauce.
Lift it up and show me.
Oh,
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 Lift it up and show me.
oh. Oh,
People want to know what kind of pasta sauce that we chose.
President's Choice sweet, basil.
While we're waiting for that to boil, Carol's getting our dessert ready.
Strawberries. Doesn't that look like a tasty dessert? Just like the garlic bread that wasn't toasted properly.
Strawberries. Oh yeah, that's ready to go, man.
Okay,
I don't want to lose too much of that heat.
there we go. It's boiling now.
There you go. Boiling water. That didn't take too long.
See?
That's almost done. Carol gave me permission to put some garlic in the turkey. Just a little bit of seasoning,
I forgot about this.
Himalayan rock salt. And grind it.
And we don't have an oven, so
You don't have this, yeah.
do that.
You can do it over.
I know what you're saying. That looks delicious. And you were going to order out tonight.
Like an open flame thing, which we have.
Yeah.
And I brought my butane stove.
I think we need a bit more sauce.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
I like lots
Yeah.
of sauce.
It's a saucy meal.
Oh, that looks too much. I hope you're hungry.
When we were shopping earlier, I was thinking I was going to grab some mozzarella, but... So we are ready for plating.
They're going to plate the spaghetti.
Just about.
Almost.
You just need that to...
Oh, we got a napkin, good. I'm like, oh, I didn't bring the paper towel up.
Yeah.
And it is definitely buttery and cheers. Smells great.
So, yeah, that was just looking back 2 or 3 years ago. So this is from his vlog from the other day. I've seen most of it, but I wanted to react to it. So right here, now I know that Ken, I might have missed the video where Ken had some issue with squirrels and he was looking to get them away or whatever. And now he's feeding them, which is fine, right? But not at your front door, because they're going to end up, bugging right there at that step all the time. Feed them way off. Like, don't get me mad. I'd laugh if the squirrel just ran right in. I'm laughing now. But he's trying to show what a sweet person he is. Do you think he would do that off camera? No. I think I might have missed something here. Their laundry room is usually... Yeah, power tools on top of the washer. What a mess. I don't know about you, but I find this quite exciting. And we see it in so many videos. That music is really, really annoying. I'd rather hear Motorhead. Seriously, I love Motorhead. Carol's been looking for that sandal for months. Yeah, like you've seen it before. That would just, like, I'm not a total clean freak, but I keep my apartment pretty tidy for a guy, and that would just drive me up a wall and back down. And then there's the kitchen. Crap everywhere. Oh, Lord. Good morning, vloggers. And I never understand why he says that in a lot of his videos at the start. Hello, vloggers. It's like, no, Ken, you are vlogging. The viewers are watching your vlog. They're not vloggers.
You always have to feel for the right spot. Happy New Year, guys.
That's what she said.
How are you? I hope you are doing well. Is that at the right height? I don't think it is. I think it's tipped down too much. I think that's better. Always bonking my head. I realized the other day when I was driving around, this swings out of control when you're turning and stuff, so I'm going to keep it in with that stuff for now. These bags come in handy, but when they're back here, they're in the way. Okay, so I hope you guys had an awesome and safe... I don't know why I'm yelling, because the mic is on here. Let me know if you're liking the sound of this. I got the little poof on, because
I'm not liking the sound of it.
I thought I was going to do this outside, but it's like -9 with the wind chill, so no, I'm not going to do this outside right now. And so today is Thursday, the January 2nd, and yesterday was New Year's Day. Carol and I on New Year's Eve had a fondue, like a beef fondue and vegetables, and of course.
But I thought in the past something about Carol could not eat beef or something. Remember, that's why she had that turkey spaghetti, and then I don't know. It's all confusing.
broccoli and some other stuff, and Carol bought me a Ritter bar, and which Ritter bar was it? It wasn't the, I think it was, oh, it was like a honey, it almost tasted like Toblerone, if you've ever had Toblerone. Really
If I can preach one thing, it's to cut out sugar.
I would love to preach, if you don't mind, and I'm thinking most of you guys would be on board with this, is just to cut out sugar. That's the only thing that I would preach.
nice chocolate, and then it has those little crispy, chewy pieces in it, and they stick to your teeth, and you got to pick them out. So Carol and I did that for New Year's Eve, had a great, quiet evening together. And then New Year's Day, Carol and I and the kids went for lunch and a big walk through that area that Paul and I walked through in Newmarket. We're going to go to a park, but the weather around here has just been all over the place, and we really didn't want to walk through mud, and so like it's probably somewhat muddy, somewhat icy, and then you're gonna wear your boot spikes, and then you're just gonna possibly slip and then fall in mud. So we decided to walk on a paved jogging path, bike path through Newmarket, which is what Paul and I always do. So we did that yesterday, and then we had a really nice lunch together, and it was really nice being with the kids. I think a little bit on New Year's Eve. I watched probably the first 2 or 3 earlier in the day.
At some point in this video, because in at least every vlog, well, any video, he'll say, I don't know. I don't remember if he says it in this, but I'm sure he will.
The Squid Games, finally, Ken's watching the Squid Games, and then as of last night, I watched the final episode, and so I'm looking forward to season 2. Let me know if you liked season 1.
I never watched the Squid Game. No interest in it. Let me know in the comment section below if you watched the Squid Game.
Season 2 is better. I don't know. I just can't wait to
He said it.
get into it. Carol's very happy that she didn't start watching it because she looked over my shoulder a couple times when they were getting slaughtered. And oh, is this? There's another one. Ritter bars everywhere.
That's one thing I notice. He won't finish his thought. He's on to something, like he never finished what he was saying there about Carol. And everybody would like to know.
Get into it. Carol's very happy that she didn't start watching it because she looked over my shoulder a couple times when they were getting slaughtered. And oh, is this? There's another one. Ritter bars everywhere. Okay, this is the marzipan one. This is the one I bought for myself. I guess I'll just keep that back here.
If I can preach one thing, it's to cut out sugar.
Right now in the van, it is -4, so it's chilly, but definitely not as bad as outside. So 29 Fahrenheit. What I wanted to do with you guys on the vlog channel, number 1, was to wish you guys a happy new year, and thanks for all your amazing support through 2024. It was probably this.
Here he goes. He's going to start talking about his views on YouTube, which I don't think any other channel talks about like he does. Maybe once in a blue moon, oh, my video did really well, thank you. But this is
October, November, December is probably a record fall for me for views, watch time, and all that stuff. As you guys know, my channel's changed dramatically over the years, from straight up food reviews, driving to McDonald's, ordering food, eating it, and that's it, to a little more travel, adventure, food, kind of moved slowly away from the actual review part of it. And I think I've talked to you guys about this before. I love watching Anthony Bourdain.
See, that's the thing. Ken, since he's been on YouTube, he's copying these other people, trying to find his niche, and he did find it for, a few years. Good for him. But I'll be on YouTube. It'll be 19 years, February 9th. And when I started YouTube, like I've said before, there was no, monetization or anything. I did it because I enjoyed making videos, doing comedy videos, and then later talking about rock music. And, these days you get some money, which is awesome, but that's not why I do YouTube. It's because I like being creative. If Ken's YouTube channels were not monetized, he would not be making any videos.
and Dirty Jobs. Those are two of my favorite shows back in the day. And just the way, you know, he's traveling all over the world and trying new things. And he's not reviewing stuff. He's just having a good time in these places. He definitely gives you some history lessons on where he is. And he always tries to go for obviously the coolest foods and things.
Ken always gives us a history lesson when he's parked outside of Popeyes.
So I'm trying to do that, so I'm hoping you guys are going to stick with me through this next year and adventure. But if this last October, November, December is a prelude to what's going to happen in 2025, I'm just like very, very excited. Anyway, so one of the things I wanted to do today was just open this up. I kind of, on the vlog channel, like to kind of like possibly iron out a few details before I go and do an adventure and find out that I'm missing something, or it's kind of a good idea to play with this stuff before you go on an adventure. So let's do that. Oh, also today, my weather strip rain guard things are coming and we can put them on. Somebody said, be careful putting them on in the cold weather because the adhesive might not work. So I might not be able to put it on for a while. That's a possibility. So a couple really cool things about the jet boil. Again, you basically want the jet boil for the fact that you need to boil water now. And
You need to boil water now. Like I said, when he's out camping or he's parked outside of Burger King for 24 hours, he needs to boil that water right away. It's an emergency.
you need hot water now. You don't have time to waste. You don't have time to have a pot and all that stuff. And so this is it. And the best.
And also, when you boil the water, you can make pasta and have some very crunchy pasta for dinner.
One of the best things, I'll have to like look through this. One of the best things is
No, don't read the directions.
it's insulated. So this is the protective bottom, I believe. And then this is the grill. Hopefully the rest of it, this is what I mean. I gotta make sure. Yeah, okay. I looked at the bottom. I'm like, there's no burner.
So I believe this, I might be wrong, but I think this cost over $100, like something like $130. Just so much crap that you do not need. When you're, especially, if you're camping, it should be really simplified.
That scared the crap out of me. I'm like, are you kidding? That has sold me the cup. Okay. I was pretty sure that this was the whole thing. Oh, got a little sticker. Some warnings. Do not use in a van. No, it doesn't say that. Do not use pots, pans, or other cookware without the jet boil pot support. Yeah, you need the support. Oh, right. There's like little legs that you need to put on. Oh, cool. So you got your triangle and the legs all fold out.
That's
so they're
cool.
basically saying use this because it's tippy. It's tippy. So you put your fuel onto there and it should snap on. Just got to put it onto the right one. There we go. So you got your fuel with the legs. Got to rip off your tab on the top. You keep that because you don't want to protect this little area. That's the lid for this. I'm not going to actually drink out of it, but I just want to boil some water and see how fast it does boil, because I kind of said that it does it within a minute or around a minute.
And then the thing is too, right? Like you saw that big pot where there, if you needed a big pot, that's not really much, for boiling water, just that little cup.
I'm kind of hoping that it does it under a minute.
What a stupid item.
So that's just the protective part. This is definitely the lid for the top. This is the burner itself. Pretty fancy. And then that will go on to here. Screw that on. And as it screws on, it probably opens up the tank. I just found out today through a TikTok video, there's a gizmo that you can get that attaches a tank to another tank, and it'll drain whatever fuel is in that half-used tank into another half-used tank. Then you have a full one, so you don't
That's something else he needs to buy, right?
have to like take half tanks like I've been doing with the green ones. So that was kind of neat to see that today. And then this goes on, and it just sits on. Does it screw on? I think it does. Hang on. Again, this is why I want to do this kind of stuff with you guys. Okay, so there are little indentations that you need to line up, and that way it goes on, and then you twist it. Unfortunately, it's the same way there we go. So make sure that's secure, and if I open that up, I'm going to have my lighter ready. Again, I think the next one up from here was $160, and it comes, you can press a tab, and it will start. But this one, obviously I need to put water in it first. So I'm gonna do, sometimes.
I really don't know enough about this, but is this actually safe to do inside a van? And there's no ventilation or anything. Mr. Safety.
There's lines on the inside, so there's a nice close-up for you. That's your valve. You can control how hot you want it, how much flame you need. There's all the little fins in there. You can see there at the bottom there's the actual burner. So I guess we have to put the water in. Like I said, there's little markers inside. I guess you can see there's a marker. I filled it up halfway. Lid. Look at that, it even has a pour, you can drink out of it.
Oh boy.
Love it. Nice. I'm guessing you can just boil and then just put in your instant coffee and just use that as your mug.
I don't know.
If you wanted to save space and stuff. Okay, let's put this on. So let's try it like this.
It's working good so far. Meanwhile, if they had that other system you saw at the beginning, the water would be boiling by now.
What just happened?
Nothing. Nothing just happened.
Probably best to take your water off first. I'm not sure why it's not.
I don't know.
It's a brand new fuel, isn't it? Just for safety, I'm gonna have the door open. Got the good mic on, so I don't think that's gonna matter. Now, I'm guessing you... Jump cut! So, what just happened? Well, it would...
Like I said, nothing just happened. I'm still waiting for the water to boil.
Wouldn't start after the first... When I first put it on and had everything ready going, and I turned on the valve, and you could hear it coming out, but I couldn't get the flame in there fast enough, and it turns out you should light it without the top on, like the cup with the burner thing.
He never reads the directions, right?
That should be off the water and everything, and then just have the valve or the burner exposed. And so when I tried to turn it on again, nothing. So I thought it was frozen, brought it inside, tried it again, nothing. Switched containers, nothing. Waited longer, did it over and over again to see if I was doing something wrong. Nope. So it only worked once, and I need something that is robust, that's durable, that can get bumped around and still work. And if it's not going to work, the day I open it up to try it and to make sure it's going to be perfect, that's not good. And
you need to have that water boiling when you're camping. It's an emergency. And you need to use the Jet Power Flash cooking system.
And so I'm going back up to Mech.
Chaos has started.
Mountain Equipment Co-op, and see if they can start it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I don't understand. There's no.
I don't know.
This is the most simplest thing you could possibly do. Screw it on, turn the gas on, or light a lighter, turn the gas on, and it should light, but it won't. So it's time to take it back. See if I broke it or if it was already broken. Hello.
This is scintillating footage of a floor. Hello. How are you today?
I bought a jet boil. Tried it out. Doesn't work. All right, guys. Thank you. You too. Let's go home and try that. Okay, so I tried it in the store. I didn't light it in the store, but I took it out of the box and put the fuel tank, hang on, put the fuel tank on it and opened it up just to make sure that there was gas coming out, and it was. And so I shut it off, did it again. I did it 3 times, and so it turns out I'm not the only one who's brought one back. So if you're thinking about buying the Zip Jetboil, then try it in the store. Like, you don't have to
I have no intention of buying one.
light or anything, but put it on a tank and see if you can hear the gas coming out. Fuel. All right, let's go home and see if we can boil some water. As you can see, we're back home and we're going to give it a shot in the car. It's probably a little more room and comfortable.
Let's get out the trusty steering wheel tray and boil some water.
My little wind, whoa, my little wind poof just kind of fell down there. So let's put that there. Don't need the wind poof inside. Okay, so we got our lid. Actually, I'm going to get out this. Trying to do this as quickly as I can and as safely as I can, just so I don't need that. I will need my water. I need my lid. I love the fact that everything you want, like this is how it will be stored. That's what you bring with you. And inside is your fuel. I haven't detached this thing yet, so I'll have to pull that off in a second. So pull this off. So put your feet on. There's obviously, again, 2 sizes that you can have. This is the smaller of the 2.
But like I said, by the time you do all this, you could have had your water boiling with that other stove they had at the beginning of the video. Ugh. Getting a headache.
So put those 2 in first. Third one, clip. Just like that. You got your base. Got your burner. Slowly put that on, nice. Get this ready. Nothing inside. Pull off your bottom. Pardon? And that's just to protect all the fins and stuff from getting damaged in your bag. So put the water in there, get that ready. So I can see better in here now, and it has 500 mil. I can't remember what some of those, I think the hydrated or dehydrated meals are 500 mil, I think. So I'll have to double check that. So I'm going to make sure I remember that the opening is on that end. This is a disclaimer. Do not try this at home. I'm just doing it here because this is the best spot I can do this right now. Okay. It's too windy outside.
Safety first, remember.
Don't want to deal with that crap. Okay. So the one thing I didn't do in the last one is
It would really be so sad if R2 just suddenly blew right up.
You're supposed to have your lit match, or so you have your fuel, you have your flame, and you turn her up. So there is a white flame right now. We're going to put our water on top. Make sure we line it up. Okay, let's time it. I'm going to crank it. There you go. It is blasting. It's loud. The courier just came with my...
I've got a game we can all play later. Count how many chins Ken has.
My rain guards, but I can't get out of the car right now. Again, don't do this in the front seat of your car. Unless you're making a video for... See, look at the steams coming out. That's awesome. How long was that? That's got to be less than 30 seconds. It's going. It's getting there.
You can make some crunchy pasta with the boiling water.
It's getting there. You can see that steam. The canister says that it will boil water 16 times on a full fuel tank. So you can get 16 meals out of that. Unless you're
16 crunchy pasta meals out of it.
boiling water to purify your water, then obviously it's going to be way less. And I think that's almost boiling. Okay, you can hear it. It is roaring boil. Whoa! When it's that full.
So it took 2 minutes and 20 seconds to come to a full boil. That's not very impressive, you know, for the little amount of water he had.
Gotta be careful because it was coming out the top there. Well, there you go. That's look at all the steam. It's like special effects in here. Well, I'm glad it works. I'm glad we solved a problem. So again, if you've bought a jet boil recently, make sure you give it a check quickly because the valve might be defective. And I guess I need to clean this properly. I don't want to drink the water out of that. I haven't cleaned the actual brand new thing. I always clean stuff before I use it and ingest stuff using it. So there you go, guys. Happy New Year. Look forward to seeing this in an upcoming video. I'll be bringing this on as a backpack item when I do one of my hikes. That's going to take several hours. We'll hike out somewhere, have a meal there, and then we'll come back and we'll do like an actual cooking with food as opposed to just doing another rehydrated meal. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.
And that's it. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I just wanted to mention his last couple vlogs. You know, he had last vlog, right? And he looks all sad, and it should, you know, it should be called the last vlog of the year if he's being honest with his viewers. But of course, he likes the clickbait, and yeah, that's about it. So probably not the most exciting or funny reaction, but still, boiling water. You got to boil water as fast as possible when you're camping. I've always said that. And please, if you have the time, check out my 2 YouTube channels, Canadian Studmuffin and Larry Graves Canadian Studmuffin, for comedy and music and all kinds of stuff. And no camping. Thank you. Bye.
Is that it? That's it.
British peanut.
Double. That sucked like shit. That sucked huge fucking shit.
White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people. White Canadian. The Japanese are horrible people.
Tangy.